Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again with another reaction. Today guys, we're checking out Batwoman Season 1, Episode 8, entitled...
A Mad Tea Party.
Okay. Alice, clearly. They were teasing that in the last one. I hate when the shows go on break. Well, I like it because I get a break from editing and all that fun stuff. It's good to relax. But then I forget. So we had to look up the past episode to make sure, and she's reading off the synopsis of the previous one. So I remember... somewhat, I have to look more into it, but if I remember, so Alfred's daughter showed up. We had an assassin going after the scientist that created the weapon that Alice had, or whatever, and essentially it can basically, it's supposed to be able to penetrate Batwoman's armor, or Batman's armor, essentially, the suit, and they actually used it on Alfred's daughter, who was posing everything as Batwoman, because Sophie, of course, was like saying, I think I know who you are, blah, blah, blah. And so they had to do that whole switcheroo, which it felt kind of weird because why would Kate be in the same building just miraculously with Sophie and Batwoman? It felt a little too obvious. But with the title, I'm guessing it's going to be full 100% Alice is going to get a lot of focus in this episode. I feel like, for me personally, I feel like the actress who plays Alice is the best part of the show. Of course, people know her from, I think she played Black Canary in Birds of Prey, correct? I think so, yes, because I remember someone asked about if she's returning in Crisis and as that version, and she said no. But this is the last episode before Crisis begins with Batwoman. This is the last Batwoman episode before Crisis begins, so I wonder if they're at the end it's going to be teasing. Do you think they're going to tease Crisis at the end?
I would hope so.
I feel like they have to...
I mean, how else would they tie that in?
Yeah, they have to do some huge time jump because there's a huge span of time between Elseworlds and Crisis, and Elseworlds was like around episode 3 or 4 or whatever, Batwoman, something like that. So some huge time jump has to occur at some point. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
Did you hire the rifle to kill me? Says the walking, talking...
maybe.
Girl. You shot someone that he believed to be Batwoman with a coil accelerator, a weapon designed for only one reason: to kill me. What is this?
That is a multi-million-dollar piece of technology that allows the coil accelerator to penetrate your suit. That's the only one that exists on the planet.
It's kind of weird that she was actually there, and I think, do they all know that that's Batwoman? Maybe she doesn't tell her cronies or whatever. So he was being followed.
Because I am the crazy one, you know? For thinking that you and I could still be sisters.
Of course, in my family, it's just...
not the same.
Different? Yeah, do yourself a favor, stop digging.
You're going to the humanitarian gala?
Yeah, because it's not him, it's Mouse.
Unless Kathryn somehow didn't fake Beth's death, then I don't know what there is to talk about.
I'm beginning to understand why she did it as a mother, as a wife. She thought she was helping us move on.
Sure. Just whatever Alice tells you to say, Mouse.
Maybe believing that you were dead was easier than waking up every morning with hope. I'm going to sleep every night with a broken heart. I failed you.
This is his real emotion. This is not like playing, I don't think.
Thank you for saying that.
This isn't him.
What am I missing?
You figured it out?
Big snowstorm, and I just kept wishing that maybe if we got snowed in, you wouldn't have to get married.
If only a snowstorm were our biggest hurdle.
I'm guessing there's no snowstorm.
My dad married Kathryn on the hottest day of the year.
So if that's not your dad, then...
It's Mouse. See, those vacation
See, it's
days-
crazy. See, I don't know who to trust. Like, who's actually who, you know?
I was maybe Dollywood.
Sounds cool.
Dollywood.
What is up with you?
Sorry to keep you waiting.
It's funny. Yeah, let's meet with our boss, who's not really our boss.
As you know, this is already done in the theater, beginning their sweep.
She saw the message.
I want the ceiling to go off without age.
Oh! Oh, I thought for a second he shot them, like, murder.
If Beth is gone, then why does she keep this?
That's a good question. If she's gone, why'd she keep the
Reason you saved
picture?
me from the rifle.
I left him in the same place he left me.
I'm surprised she admitted it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wait, is this the same place that Flash was at and Supergirl was at this past seasons?
Looks like it.
I can think of no one more deserving of the Gotham Humanitarian of the Year award than Kathryn Hamilton Taylor.
The piece of poo. She falls upstairs.
Thank you, Dr. Campbell, for that.
When I discovered Deer Bones, I faked it to be Beth's bones.
Tyler,
I really thought that Mouse killed them at first. When he first shot him, I'm thinking, oh my god, murder!
Killing you and me, Kate would never forgive her. Because Kate's still in love with you.
No! Oh! Great speech. Oh look, she's all dressed up!
what my husband doesn't want you to know is that the true villains of Gotham don't go by the name Joker, Riddler,
Ooh.
or Alice.
Did she drink something or eat something?
I bet it was in that drink in the limo.
That's close. Yeah, throw him over. One continuous shot. That was pretty good.
All my life, I've followed the rules.
I understand why we're doing this, but we kind of need to get going here. Shit's going down.
This was the first time I broke one.
Everything's on pause while they have their little conversation.
Oh, is that how the real world works?
Yeah.
Your husband won't be joining you.
Of course not, because it's not really him.
I used a Kathryn Hamilton recipe, Project 4782, ring any bells? It's a deadly neurotoxin designed to kill without mercy. First, there is the dizzy spells, and then the nosebleeds, and... Oh, my dear, I'm confusing my stories. Hamilton never even bothered to develop an antidote. If she dies, I'll kill you!
I think she's gonna die.
A simple apology.
To save her apology, really?
She jumps on the floor in front of her.
There you go.
Get me eyes on Allison, Jacob.
I was just inches from my own mother's severed head floating down the Gotham River.
What?
After our car.
Severed head?
All the lost years, all the agony you endured, it's all my fault.
Well, this is what she wanted.
I'm truly sorry. Thank you, Kathryn.
Oh, dear. Not you, too.
What did you do? How did you
They have to choose. Who's drinking the tea?
drink it?
I kind of figured she's gonna make her daughter drink it.
What did you do?
It was all very well to say, drink me.
Mm.
But the wise little Alice,
Kathryn brought this on herself, and I was more than happy to watch you go down with her.
Oh! Damn.
I always wanted to see you work at your clinic. How did you know about the clinic?
How convenient she knew about the clinic. She did.
Mom, stay with me.
What is this?
I don't know.
Get out of the car, Commander.
Oh!
I'll call you right back.
You are literally the last person who can bring me comfort right now.
Just walk away.
I'm gonna ask you again, Kate. Is Alice worth it?
I don't want to move past this today and then have it come up again.
See, once again, the world stops for them to have this conversation.
Something I can't actually have.
And when they got out, they didn't do anything.
I hate her so much, Dad.
When I get out of here, I'm gonna put her down once and for all.
Okay. Whoa.
Or something.
Ooh.
Show me. The knowledge is within me.
What? Okay, first of all, before we get to the Batwoman episode, okay, so something happened to Nash, which I'm assuming, in terms of the crisis tease, that is setting up who, like, that is who is actually in the Pariah. Is that how you pronounce his name? I think Pariah. If I'm butchering that, I'm sorry, but that's what I think is going on, because Nash is now, I don't know what the hell, he hit those symbols and shit. Okay, see, my theory was, because she mentioned it about Elseworlds last year, how they all had the same ending in terms of setting up, teasing Elseworlds with showing Earth 90 and all that, and then showing the original Barry Allen from the 90s show, and the Monitor with the book and everything, and they showed that with all the episodes leading up to it, so are they going to do the same one for each? I guess we'll find out when I watch Supergirl tomorrow. But okay. I was expecting a Batwoman reference or something related to Batwoman, because it's on. I guess it doesn't matter because
Nothing to do with it.
they're all tied in. I kind of forgot this was technically the mid-season finale for Batwoman, because the next episode for Batwoman is Crisis, so that's a whole separate thing. Okay, were you expecting the mother to die?
No, but I can't say that I'm sad.
I mean, she kind of brought it upon herself.
She did.
She did. Once they mentioned how she got poisoned, which you said she drunk in the car. She drank that champagne or whatever in the car. I was like, but her daughter did as well. But nothing was happening. I'm thinking, was it her glass? But no, the daughter.
It just took longer in the daughter for some reason.
I don't understand that. Why? Maybe because the daughter did the daughter chug it because the mom was chugging it.
I don't think the daughter chugged it.
Maybe that's the difference. And having her do that speech where she's
Admitting everything.
admitting blood money and the true enemies of Gotham are standing right in front of you or whatever, something like that. It has nothing to do with. It's funny how they mention it's not Joker, it's not Riddler, it's not Alice. Like, of course, you had to throw yourself in there. I was expecting more names. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not Joker, it's not Riddler, it's not Killer Croc. It's not Clayface. Like, you know, just Two-Face, Clayface, whatever. Like, all these names. But they didn't do that. But so I'm like, okay. Well, we've already heard these names before on the show, realistically. So it's whatever. Now, that one shot sequence where what seems like the gala, which looks like the same set on the Supergirl Season 5 premiere, and not the last episode of Flash, but the one before that where they were at that.
Him and,
Ralph.
yeah.
Same facility. I'm like, you couldn't change it a little bit because it looks exactly the same. I think it's the same location. That one-shot sequence where Batwoman comes down and she's running up the stairs fighting those guys, and it's like one continuous shot. It was pretty good. And I didn't expect her to choke out and like take Alice's breath away, essentially, and just choke her to death. I didn't think it's going to happen that way.
I mean, she could have at least made her pass out or something.
Could have. She could also
She just
she could have threw her off the ledge like her father in quotations did. So I think it was interesting how Alice took her dad back to the house. They've already been at episodes ago to hang him up again, just like she hung up Kate. I almost said Ruby Rose, the actress. Just to have that. So I think it's interesting because we're seeing layers with Alice because she was wanting an apology from both Kathryn and her dad. And her dad, I don't think, clearly he wasn't lying and he wasn't playing it up for her. He was showing his true feelings, I think. And you could tell on her face that she believed. And with Kathryn, it was kind of the same thing as when she's like, I'm sorry, I don't believe you. And then she really goes into the reasoning why she did it, which it still doesn't change the fact that she did it. She should have been up front and told.
And the fact that she's a mother She should have been helping look for the daughter.
Yeah, instead of she used
Don't play the whole I'm a mother.
yeah, she used that
Like,
excuse. I'm a mother
to-
trying to help Kate.
Help her find her sister.
No, because even Kate didn't believe it. Because she's like, she found some bones in a farm. It's like, and because Kate's like, no, I already looked there. You know, so it's one of those things where I feel like the writers tried their best to make you see Kathryn's point and why she did it. But for me, and I'm not sure about anybody else, but at least for us, we don't really side with her at all. Now, I do feel bad for her daughter, who tried so hard to keep everything together, and then her whole world is falling apart. And with Mouse being Jacob, being the dad, now they framed actually him to go to jail and everything. So I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see how they pull this together, because it seems that, I mean, I'm not really sure, because for right now, it seems we haven't, the timeline-wise, we're still in the timeline right after Elseworlds. Not a lot of time has passed, it seems, and I don't know how they're going to explain the timeline for when Batwoman's episode airs, because I think it does air on Monday, I think, how it's going to, like, Crisis and everything, how are they going to explain that? Are they going to be like, well, in the Crisis episode of Batwoman, time has passed, and we'll explain what happened up to that point on the back half of season 1 of Batwoman. Then we'll finally get to the Crisis point. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna explain it, because the show is back in time. It's not concurrently at, you know, around the same time Flash and Arrow and all that kind of stuff and Supergirl are airing in the timeline they're in. Batwoman's still behind. They haven't explained that. One major critique, and I think she'll agree with this. I feel like the whole thing with Sophie and her husband and stopping everything just to have a chat about their relationship when shit's going on, and they know shit's going on, but let's stop and let's talk about our feelings.
That's a bunch of crap.
It's stupid. And it's not because they're doing it. It's because they're choosing the worst time to have the conversation. You know, I'm not one for shitting on writers of these shows, because I'm a writer myself, doing fan films and doing projects with my friends, and I write I wrote some Star Wars scripts and all that kind of stuff. If you guys follow me enough, you know that. But I just feel like if you're going to structure this episode and have this going on, this conversation, these things need to take place before the shit goes down. They were both tranked. They awaken, they get themselves out, they can easily walk out the door and tell everybody, hello, this is not right, that wasn't our boss. Instead, let's stop for about a minute and talk about her feelings. And then they never even showed up at the gala. They literally got out and nothing happened.
Yeah.
Nothing. They didn't do anything. And then, when they're on high alert and everyone seems to be freaking out because their boss is actually arrested and they're trying to figure this crap out, instead of focusing and let's talk about this later, let's talk about this now. No, it's terrible timing. It's horrible. But that's just me. But whatever. I don't know. Maybe they were handling too much. They should have just not had this in the episode, because there was too much shit going on.
They should have just waited till the fight or whatever was over.
Yeah, or at least
like normal people would have.
Yeah, but no, but I don't understand. I don't get that. I think it was also strange that Kate was showing up and where Alice's was hanging out in that little warehouse, essentially. And she just walks in without the suit on. And I don't know if her people that work, like people in her gang, know that woman right there, Kate, is Batwoman or not. I don't think so. But I think it's just kind of strange how she's able to walk in and everything. And then, you know, Alice knows. But I don't think they know. But it's just like a weird thing. Like, that's just not you don't normally see that on shows where Barry Allen will just walk into the lair of a villain and he can just talk to them face to face, and they know who Barry is, but he can just do it. Just seemed a little weird. Damn it, anything else? I don't think so. I think I covered mostly everything. But yeah, so Mom's gone. I think it's for the best. We don't need to see her anymore, honestly. I feel like she wasn't doing much in the show to begin with, and then the whole big reveal, I mean, okay, well, it's done. Moving on. We're moving on, so that's fine. So there you have it, guys. Hope you guys enjoy the reaction. I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.